Hey friends, welcome back to Creating Success in the Mess. We're your hosts, Corey and Whitney.
In this show, we help creative entrepreneurs find success in business by living into their highest potential and calling in life.
All right, we're here again with a mini episode. And this one has to do with asking for help. I'm the kind of person, business, father, son, I don't ask for help. That's just how I am. I don't like to ask for help because I feel like, oh, I'm weak because I'm asking for help. And it took a lot of years for me to be like, it's not a weakness. It's weak when you don't ask for help.
You know, I don't like to ask for help either. And it's not because, it's a sign of weakness for me. It's more like, if I do what they say, then it probably isn't going to be right. I could just do it myself. I could just, back in school, I was terrible in group work. I did not like group assignments. I didn't do well, working with others because, and honestly, I ended up doing all the work just because, I don't want your help because I probably know what I want to do better.
Well, and then you don't have to consult other people. No. You just do you.
Yeah.
And that can be disastrous.
That can be terrible.
Because individually, we don't know it all.
No.
Right? And so you do need help. You do need mentors.
Yeah.
You do need people who have an outer perspective, that have been down the road that you're wanting to go down. It does help. You have to have it. There's really not successful people in this world. If you ask them, did you get here on your own? They'll be like, I got here on a lot of my own hard work. But it was other people that really helped get me through here.
And it doesn't have to be a large community. You can have one, two, a small tribe. And really, honestly, it's best if you don't have a large community of help. Because that can be overwhelming too. You don't want to be stuck asking for too much help.
No.
Because then you'll go down a rabbit hole.
Right. Well, and you also don't want to bother somebody.
Right.
Too much.
Right.
And you can only ask so much information before you're like, okay, well, have you taken action? We have clients that will literally we'll do a consultation with them. And we'll talk about a plan. And everyone's like, yeah, this is awesome. Let's do this. And then a week, we're like, hey, how'd it go? And they're like, oh, I still haven't done that. And we're like, what? But you were so passionate about it. We came up with a great plan. All right, this time, let's talk about how you're going to take action before we talk again.
Right.
And you need that with a good, a good partner.
Right.
Someone that is going to hold you accountable. Mm-hmm. And someone that can kind of help you self-discover answers.
Right. I think for me, I lived my life not asking for help and not wanting help, honestly. And then, I got into business and I tried that strategy in business. And then I realized I'm going to have to learn something from somebody. I'm going to have to, sign up for this mentor, this coach, this whatever. And honestly, it was life changing. It is the reason that I grew in business because I didn't, I wasn't able to just do it myself. Yeah. And I wasn't holding myself accountable and I wasn't growing by myself.
Right.
It was when I signed up for a coach and a mentor and, they push you and they grow you. And then I realized at that point, if you want to grow, if you want to become unstuck, you sometimes have to come outside of yourself and you have to get an outside, perspective. Mm-hmm. You have to have somebody that is pushing you and challenging you, and you can never stop. You cannot stop looking for that outside source of we're going to do this together. Like, we're going to figure this out, and you're going to get out of this rut. You're going to get those sales in your business, and you're going to start by doing X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
And it's a game changer. Right. It changed me, and it grew me into the business owner that I am today. And honestly, it's one of my favorite things that we do.
Right. Well, in your background, like before business, you were in counseling.
Yeah,
so,
my
not
college,
in it, but you did it. Like
my college degree is substance abuse counseling. So it's something that has always been my passion. You know, like my goal is helping others, and then after experiencing such a transformation from it myself, it is necessary. It is necessary as a human being, like as an entrepreneur, as a parent. You just need to get outside of yourself.
Right. Well, you do such a good job at listening to identify what a problem would be, and then kind of helping them self-discover what the answer is.
Right.
I feel like, which is very much a counseling thing. Like my background being teaching, we don't quite do that.
Right.
You know, like I was a high school teacher forever, and it was just like, felt like forever. It wasn't, I guess it wasn't forever, but it felt like it. But,
yeah, you have more of like all the content, like information.
They want more answers. Like, you know, these like teenagers are looking like, hey, tell me how I can blank.
Right.
You know, and to a degree, I think as I went through the career, it kind of got less of like what you can do and more of like, here are options. Now, and then more of like on your route with the counseling and more self-discovery and what might be the best fit, best way. And then it's just the accountability and the encouragement that comes along with it.
Right. But you're really good at like, you know, when people are stuck on their website or stuck like figuring out like how to get, you know, pull up on Google or, you know, like those technical
things.
Yeah. Those technical things, you're really good at like teaching and helping them get past that block, that hurdle that's in front of them.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you're feeling like, hey, like I can't do this alone, I can't do this by myself, and you know, like there are plenty of groups out there that you can find and you can Google. But if you've ever considered, like, hey, what if I had, like, a one-on-one? What if I could bounce some ideas? What if I could get some help? We are always here. We do offer consultations. If you go to businessbuildingmentors.com/business- which is the dash, consultation, you can always book a time with us and we can work out a problem. Typically, the way our consultations work is we'll do a 30-minute kind of break it down, see where we're at, and then from there we can work together a plan of some of our clients. We meet weekly, some are bi-weekly, some are monthly, and actually, if that's kind of the hope, like, you know, you can always meet. But, you know, kind of getting you to a point where, like, once you kind of get on the road, the wheels are spinning and you're going, like, you don't need us as much. I mean, that's the goal.
Right.
The goal is that you don't need a mentor all the time. You need them here and there. Like, they're always just a text message, a phone call, an email away at a certain point.
Right. They're like that buddy that you can call when you just, like, need a pick-me-up. When you just need to, like, push out of the mud.
Right.
Like, they're just there to help you get unstuck.
Right. And together we've had 5, how many businesses? Oh my gosh, I don't even remember how many. 4 to 5 at some point between the two of us. We've had 4 to 5. We operate 3 now. But, you know, we have a lot of experience. We haven't seen it all, but we've seen a lot. But the most important thing is we offer a perspective and we give you insight and the encouragement so that you can conquer and fulfill something.
Right. Sometimes just the clarity. You know, business is a lonely thing. Like, being in business... Being a business owner can be really lonely and in like, I mean, in our situation, this go around, we are working together, but we weren't always in business together. And, like, there were times when I was stuck and I was spinning my wheels and I would just basically be bouncing everything off of you, all of my thoughts, all of my ideas, and all of my problems. And I was stuck and I
Right.
didn't know what to do and what, I was the decision maker, and you got sick of hearing it. And, somebody that is not in business is, harder for them to give you advice that you want. And so it's not fair to the relationship that you have with that person to make it totally consumed with, them being your sounding board for business. Now, some people are great at it, and if you have somebody that is your sounding board that is outside of your business and they give you good advice and they can motivate you and help you get unstuck, that's great. But sometimes our friends and our families get kind of tired of hearing it.
Yeah. Kind of like as your first customers, they always get the family friends discount, and it's kind of like, wait.
Yeah.
To pay full price. Well, sometimes the advice can come in the same way. It's kind of like a discounted price.
Right.
Of information.
Yep. So if you are stuck, if you need growth, if you, wherever you are on your journey, we are here to say, ask for help. Like, reach out and get a community, get a support. We were not meant to do this alone, and we can naturally kind of gravitate into doing it alone. Yep. But that's not how we were meant to be, and that's not where we find our greatest growth. It's where we find our greatest frustration.
Right.
And we can't operate successfully in frustration.
So, if you're over here and you're kind of like, I need to be part of a community. I want to grow myself. I want to grow my business, and I need others in my life. We have two great options. The first one, we have a Facebook group that's called Creating Success in the Mess. It's on Facebook. Go join that today. And of course, if you ever want to get a consultation with us, you can always go to businessbuildingmentors.com/business-consultation. And you can pick a time, pick a day, and we would be happy to help you. And at this time, you will still directly get us. So go there now.
So thanks for joining us today, and we really hope that you reach out for help and you get the community and support that you're looking for. Well, hey, creative friends, we hope you enjoyed today's episode and you go take action in your business.
If you really enjoyed this episode, we hope that you definitely subscribe to us. And if you know some creative friends out there, go ahead and share to them. For next time, we'll be here, same time, same place.